Greetings, Terrans. This is Brandylicious here again as DCUO Basemaster on YouTube. And I'd like to wish you, and Brandylicious would like to wish you a Happy New Year from South Metropolis University, where we're standing. If you notice, right over there is North Metropolis University, so it's not very far away. As you can see, Christmas is over. The party has begun. There is mayhem in the streets. And there's a little present. Let's get it for ourselves. Well, today at South Metropolis University, here in the science department, they decided to create a New Year's party. So why don't we go inside and see what the party is like? Ack! What's happening? I'm all tangled up in all of this kelp. What's going on? Emergency maneuvers. Ah, there we go. That's a little bit better. What is going on here? It looks like the science department seems to have blown a hole in the university floor in the basement. And this actually has opened up into the South Metropolis ocean underneath the beach. Oh, look. It looks like some people are farming the kelp here. Interesting. Oh, maybe they're friends of Aquaman. If you look, here's the continental shelf. You can see all of the coral underneath and all the fish. Looks like this way is a little bit blocked up here. Maybe the stairway up to the upper level will provide us a better view of what we're looking at here. It looks like there's quite a bit of shipwreck here. Ah, there we go. That's a little better. Well, it's certainly an undersea adventure. I guess when the theme for this New Year's was under the sea, they weren't joking. As you notice, there is a shrine. It looks quite Zeus, doesn't it? To me, he looks like he's quite Zeus, but that's just me. If you look, all this whole area has just been filled up. Boat wrecks everywhere. Water everywhere. And if you look, it looks like there's been a bit of a tunneling effect with some of the boats and some of the crashing happening. There's some mud pits coming up that they pardon me, that they crashed into and got stuck in. If you notice, there's some mud here. We're going to try and kind of slowly navigate our way through the mud. You notice there's another bottleneck here with all the ships. Ah, and what is this? Ah, this is the party that they were talking about. This is the party at Chandelerium. Ah, here we go. This is much better. This is a lot more fun. Lots of dancing and stags everywhere. I know that it's very modern, but to be honest, this green arrow large holiday tree just looks totally cool. It's just every silver dream from the 1960s of everyone to own one. And one of my friends actually owned one. And it was actually on a stand that rotated quite slowly. So when you put all the ornaments on it, you could showcase all of your ornaments. It was really cool. It was really old. I'm surprised that the motor still worked in it, but the motor was pretty loud. Anyway, if you notice, there's a place for dancing, a place for dining, and a place for quiet conversation. And let's just take a little walk around here and we'll play a little music. I think they're a little young to get married. Let's go back up to the top here. This was a lot of fun to create because if you notice the panels of the windows are quite tenuous, so they look like they're about to snap. You know, where you'd see like dual paned windows somewhere or safety glass or something like that. I thought that was actually quite a cool effect rather than necessarily a bugging effect. And it was a lot of fun to make basically the entire room look like just quite a large chandelier. As you can see, I couldn't put the Art Deco door frame larges in the front because they're gray on the back and you can't see through them. It'd be really cool if you could, but that's just life. So we have our dinner, our dancing, and as the evening progresses, we slowly find ourselves just drifting off in an alcoholic slumber. And we find ourselves asleep. And when we wake up, we still have last night's clothes on, of course. This is our walk of shame. But there is a magical doorway that was not here before when we went to sleep. Let's go through the doorway. Oh, what is this? There's a forest. There's some kind of enchanted forest. Well, let's go through that. Oh. Well, that's a very formal doorway. Let's go through this doorway. What is this? Oh, it's a bath. We've emerged in a bathtub. And there's a toilet and a sink. Oh, it's just a very modern, very, very cool bathtub. Very, very cool luxury bathroom. Wow, that's awesome. Well, I don't know about you, but I think I've seen this bathroom before somewhere in South Metropolis at the university. Maybe south of the university. Well, let's go into the next room. Oh, this is the Fire and Wind Cabana Bar. The Fire and Wind Beach Bar, and this is the restroom for it. I knew that place somewhere. Here is intake and reservations. You come straight off the caves that lead to the beach. Here is the drinks table. Here is the buffet. It looks like it's mostly a fruit and vegetarian buffet with maybe some spices down underneath that. And it's definitely a family-oriented place, so lots of tables for families to sit at. And we have the golden Buddha here. And this right here actually tells a history of Atlantis, that there is some form of a world that may actually exist underneath the university, underneath all of South Gotham, South Metropolis, all of South Metropolis Island. I'm so used to hearing South Gotham Courthouse. That was a tongue twister. Yes, South Metropolis. Well, why don't we find our way to the caves to the beach? It is a New Year's party, so let's see what's going on. Families are camped here for the weekend. If you notice, there is the Tiki of the Seas, other tikis. It looks like there's a sandcastle event that's happening, and the children have taken some of the coral and other flora and plants from the beach and actually put them in their designs. Oh, if you notice, there's some water balloons here. Oh, there's the opposing team of the water balloons. This is Grandma and Grandpa's trailer, and they're watching over the grandkids. If you notice, this is the invisible shower. When you actually get in the shower, you just stand underneath it, and the water cleans you. Here is the champagne for Grandma and Grandpa, and the sodas for all the kids. As we make our way around, you can see there's wood for fires. And these chairs, I don't know about on the rest of the planet, but in the United States, these chairs were popularized for probably over 40 years, all the way from the 50s, all the way probably till the 90s, late 80s, where they just started, designing other types of lawn chairs. This is a chair to this. This would be maybe like a 30s or 40s chair, and actually, this chair would fold and it wouldn't have wood on the back of it. They look great though. I love them. And there's the burning bush. As we make our way around here, there's more contests to see. All the kids are staying in tents. This is Dad's hammock. And just around that corner over there is actually the path that goes out to the beach in South Metropolis, where the beach is. So let's find our way around. As you can tell, this is much more of a teenager grown-up space. There's the bar. They've already lit a bonfire, as you can see. Somebody's brought their pet bird. His name is Tukey. And this is one of my favorite things. It's so many kind of... two objects fit, but the third object does not. And yet for some reason it looks quite strange and steampunk in its own way. I'm not exactly sure why, because it's a tiki face. Interesting. Anyway, if you notice, here is the main area. This was a man-made space for scientific experiments, and then when it was all shut down, they basically just opened it up to the beach. Just thought I'd give you a little fly around, a little flyby before we finish up here. So I want to thank you for coming to visit Chandelerium. Hope you guys had a great time, and hope you have a nice new year. Hope you have a great time in your multiverse, no matter what time of the year it is, even if you celebrate New Year's or not. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.